Hi guys, it's Sam from Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I'm bringing you a bit of a chatty video about what Louis Vuitton is doing with their new toiletry pouches. So let's start out with me showing you my toiletry pouches. So I have the original ones, which they have discontinued. So this was the toiletry, 26. This is all monogram canvas. It's actually just like one piece on the front there, hence why this side the Louis Vuitton LVs are upright and then the other side they're not. It is one piece of canvas. I know some people think that the way to like tell a bag is fake by having Louis Vuitton upside down on one side, but if the item doesn't have any sort of stitching on the bottom, that means it's actually authentic. Not the only factor, but could mean it's authentic because it is just one piece of canvas wrapped. So like I said, this is the 26. My version is, I don't know, will that focus? It is made in France. And when I use this, it does have a fully wipeable interior. And I do use it just as like toiletry, like makeup stuff. I am not one of those people who have decided to make it into any sort of bag or anything like that, which is totally fine if that's what you like to do. I just don't think this is like really a conducive bag look. I could see it actually using it more as a clutch, especially if you were traveling and you were going out somewhere and you're like, oh, I want a clutch. I could see doing that then versus like using the organizer, which will then allow you to put a chain on it. But to each their own, and honestly, you bought it, so you use it how you want. I actually do have all the sizes. I'm currently using my 19, so I'm not taking that one out. I do also have this little baby 15, which is a made in Spain piece, and I know especially towards the end a lot of these pieces were made in Spain. I've actually bought and sold this. It's one of the only pieces I've done that for because for some reason I decided I wanted the full set, so I then went and got this again. Same as the other, fully canvas, the wipeable interior, and you do have that one little piece of vachetta, however you want to say it, at the end of the bag. So those were the old toiletry pouches. Now I obviously do not have the new ones. They have not been released yet, but I did want to chat with you about them, and I have written out all the things about them because I have a lot to say. So Louis Vuitton, in their mind, has upgraded the toiletry pouch. So let me show you the first pouch, and I'll put it up on the screen. This one does not have a chain. It is, again, more of a toiletry pouch. It is the monogram canvas with the black leather. So the tab on this new 26, this part right here is black, and then the interior of the bag is black and actually has little card slots in it. So it's much more of a clutch than as a toiletry pouch. From what I can tell, the interior looks to be black, and that is not wipeable. So that piece actually came out April 6th. So if you had pre-ordered it or you happened upon it in store, you could purchase it now. It cost $1,080, so that is a lot more than the Toiletry 26 pouch used to cost. I bought mine in Europe, so I'm actually not sure what their last price was in the US, but I do believe it was in the $700 range if I remember correctly, so that definitely is a price increase. In euros, it is 800 euros. The style number is M46037. So this one is the most similar of their revivals of the toiletry pouch to the original toiletry pouch that I have and that most of us have seen. It is definitely more expensive, and I think it's definitely geared towards using this bag as a clutch and not using it as a toiletry pouch. And then the second, which I think is the option that most people are kind of like loving or hating at the moment, is what I'm going to call the LV toiletry pouch on a chain. I'm not sure if that's the official name. It might be. That's just what I've seen being kicked around on the internet. Like the other one, I'll put up a picture, make sure you guys can see it. This one retails for $1,760 US at the moment I'm making this video, which is towards the end of April. It is not releasing until June 17th, so between when I make this video and when it releases, it could go up in price. We have seen Louis Vuitton do that, and honestly, if there's a lot of interest, I would not be surprised. The style number on this one is M81412. If I remember, hopefully I do, I will put those down in the description box in case any of you are interested and want to contact your SA. This one in euros is 1,300 euros, so it's, if you actually convert those euros into dollars, like just a natural conversion, it would actually only be $1,408 in US dollars, but as we can see, it is 1,760, so they are not doing a direct conversion, and it will be cheaper in euros. This is actually 2 pieces. So it is what is the size of the 26, and then it, I think, is the 15 with it based on the picture. It could be the 19, just the size dynamic looks to me more like it's the 26 and then the 15. There are some changes, so it is 2 pieces, and then there is D-rings on the 26. So this side of the 26 is Vachetta leather, and there's a D-ring like right here on the bag. And then they put the other D-ring off of this little Vachetta tab, which is still Vachetta. I'm not sure if this side is going to be canvas or if it's going to be Vachetta. I have heard conflicting things. A lot of people seem to think this side with this little flap will still be the monogram canvas, but we'll see when we get more pictures. The interior of the bag is not a wipeable interior. It is black with card slots, just like the one that they kind of made more into a pouch, which I think, depending on what you're doing with the bag, is good or bad. So technically it is 2 canvas pieces and then a strap, hence the toiletry on a chain idea. I think this is Louis Vuitton honestly being lazy and somewhat listening to our feedback, but then also wanting to like capitalize on the market of places like Samorga and other organizer companies making inserts that you could put a chain on. And so they're like, well, we don't want people just converting the much cheaper toiletry pouch into a bag. We're going to make it a bag and charge almost $2,000 for it, especially depending on where you live. Tax is going to bump that up, at least like where I live. That's going to make the bag like almost $2,000. So that's really expensive considering you could have just bought the Toiletry 26 for much cheaper. Granted, if you could find it. I know recently they had been really, really hard to find, but there is that. And then lastly, there is this third version, which I'm going to call the Raffia Toiletry on a Chain. It is more for their summer collection. It is a Raffia piece. It does just have the LV and a what it looks to be embroidered Louis Vuitton, just the L and the V, nothing else on it. It does also have a chain and the ability to attach a chain to it. So I think that's interesting, but there's no second pouch. So that one is $1,490, and the style number is M81366, and it comes out on April 28th. So that is kind of their current toiletry lineup and what they are doing with their discontinuing of the Toiletry 26 and then coming out with these other 3 pieces. So my take on this might be a little controversial, but number one, with the toiletry bag, like I said, I have never wanted to use it as a bag. I don't think it's a bag. So I had used it as a toiletry pouch. And now the 3 options they either have come out with or are coming out with do not allow you to use it as a toiletry bag because it's not a wipeable interior. Both of them have leather on it, which if you're putting any sort of makeup in it is like going to get on it. And then whether you can get it off or not, black treated leather you might. The Vachetta is definitely not going to let you get that off unless it was like a powder and then you like lightly brush it off. But the toiletries they're making are no longer the toiletry a lot of us think of when they think of Louis Vuitton. I think if you're someone who wanted to make this toiletry into a bag, you probably already did it by just buying a Samorga organizer, and that was still significantly cheaper than this $1,760 price tag. I do understand it is 2 pouches, but like guys, it's 2 pouches. Like if you say that pouch cost $800 at the last time, again, I'm not sure the exact price of the last time it was like actually available to purchase. Say it was $800 and that little pouch was $400, and you buy a chain, that still is not getting you to $1,760, even with the Samorga insert. It's just like very expensive, I think, for what you're getting. I think some people are going to love it because some people like this style as a bag, as a crossbody chain bag. I just don't. I think this square is very odd for a bag, and it just doesn't appeal to me as a bag. But I think some people are going to love it, but for me, it's a hard no. I never really thought the toiletry was a bag, and then was like, when people were converting, I was like, oh, that's smart because it worked for them and it's allowing them to use their products they've bought in like a better way for them, but it's just never been for me. I really think that 2 toiletry pieces with a chain on it getting towards $2,000 is like kind of insane, and I know that's the way the luxury market has been trending. That's the way that basically everything has been trending, but I don't think it's worth it, but I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, please let me know. As soon as I saw this, I had posted it on my stories, and I've talked to some of you guys. Some of you are really excited because you weren't able to get the toiletry pouches, and now you can get them as a bag, and you loved that idea. Some of you are like, what is the point of this? Like, now it's no longer a toiletry, which is more the team I'm on. And then I think there's some people who are just kind of like done with luxury and are like, what they're doing and these prices are insane. I mean, they're literally just copying what other people have been doing with the products they bought. And oh, and I forgot to mention this. This is actually my biggest pet peeve. So like I said, the D-ring is attaching to this side. Fine. They've like put a D-ring into the Vachetta leather. I understand why they did leather. It's going to be stronger to take the pull on it than canvas. But why did you attach the D-ring to this strap? This is a zipper with a little tab of Vachetta. So the bag is going to sit like this. Like this is where the chain is going to be, and then this is where the other chain's going to be. I don't know if it's going to sit flat. I just don't think that was like logistically a good style choice. Like I don't know why they didn't just like make this a little shorter and then put another D-ring on this side. But yeah, I forgot to bring that up when I was talking about it. That drives me nuts. I think that is a horrible stylistic way to do it. I also think you reinforce this side, but then you're like, oh, we'll just stick it off the zipper. The zipper will be fine. It's not going to break. Hello, guys, it's a zipper. Zippers are like the #1 things that break on bags. So I just think that was really short-sighted and not a good idea. But yes, let me know more down below. Sorry, I had to go on that little rant right there because I would have forgotten that and I would have been angry with myself. But if you want to see more chatty videos like this, or if you want to see any luxury handbags reveals, reviews, or comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week. I'm back, hopefully, to doing twice a week. If you guys have been following me on my Instagram or on the community tab, I am actively house hunting and actively struggling to find a house. We have made offers. We have been significantly over list. People have been significantly over list. Like we're playing in the like $500,000 over list or more arena. And I'm getting very frustrated. And so that's what I spend all my extra time doing because where we are moving is like an hour and a half away from where I currently live. So there's a lot of driving back and forth, but I should be back for 2 times a week. That was the long way of saying that. So if you want to chat about this, please leave comments down below. Feel free to DM me. Let me know, what do you think about the new direction the LV toiletry is going in? Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.